नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम क़ाल अल्लाहु तआला इन्ना हुदल्लाहि हुवल हुदा व क़ाल रसूलुल्लाहि सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम खैरुकुम मन तअल्लमल क़ुरआन व अल्लमा रब्बी इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली अल्लाहुम्मा अरहिमनी बिल कुरानिल अज़ीम वजअलहु ली इमामन व नूरन व हुदन व रहमा वजअलहु ली हुज्जतन या रब्बिल आलमीन रब्बी यस्सिर वला तुअस्सिर व तम्मिम बिल खैर आमीन सुम्मा आमीन. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu everyone. The topic of our discussion today is Abwab Thulathi Mazeed Feeh. The one we just looked at, they known as Thulathi Mujarrad. What are they known as? Thulathi Mujarrad. Thulathi in Arabic means three. Okay. What did I say earlier? That every word in Arabic, whether it's a noun or a fi'l, how many letters they have?
Three.
Three letters. Okay. And what was our root pattern? Fa'ala. How many letters we were dealing with? Fa, Ain, and Lam. Yes? So, in the Mazeed Feeh, meaning we are going to add more letters to the three root letters. What are we going to do?
Add more letters.
So, the three letters will always be there. But in addition to that, we are either going to add one extra letter or two extra letter or three or four, sometime five. And those additions will give us more babs, more groups, more families. How many families we know so far? Six. Are those families enough for us to know all Arabic? No.
Yeah.
We need to know more families so that we can know more words. Is that understood?
Yeah.
Okay. So without giving you the lot of jargon, let me start you from right here. And inshallah, you will start to see the benefit. So the one of the families we are going to learn, and we will go back. But right now, I'm trying to give you so that you don't have to worry about the theory. I want to show you something interactive, okay? So that it will make sense. So one of the families we are going to learn in this class, which we are starting with, is known as Baab If'al. What is it known as?
Baab Ifaal.
Baab If'al. Now, what are the other six families we know? Baab Fataha, Baab Daraba,
Baab
Baab
Nasara.
Nasara, and Baab Hasiba, and
Isma.
Samia, and Karuma. Did we had letters for them? For example, Baab Fataha, we had the Fa. For the Daraba, we had the Dod. For the Nasara, we had the Noon. And we had Ha for Hasiba, Sin for Samia, and Kaf for Karuma. So we don't have Bab Ta, or we don't have Bab Jim, or Bab Swad. So now what we have a proper name for the Bab. So what is the name of the Bab? Bab If'alun. Okay. Now, let's look at this. In the Bab If'alun, how many letters you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Are you guys with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you still see the Fa and the Ain and the Lam?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's circle them. Is the Fa is there? Ain is there? And the Lam is there. Yes?
Yeah.
So what are we doing? We are adding more letters to the existing root letters. So did the Fa, Ain, Lam disappear?
No.
No. But did we add the Alif here? And we add the Alif here?
Yeah.
Okay. So what will happen to this now? If we just write it like this, instead of the letters, just copy over the haraka and the letters. Yeah. So the additional letter was Alif, and the other additional was the Alif. And what are the harakas? The first Alif had the kasra, the Fa had the the sukoon, and the ain had the fatha, and the lam had the tanween. Yes, the mata. Okay. Now let's try to take some root letters. For example, if I give you a root letter called noon, fa, and qaf, can you place it the way you had it ifal into this pattern? So let's do this together. Alif, noon, is the fa letter is noon?
Yes.
Okay. Can you guys see that the fa letter for this root letter is noon, right?
Yeah.
So the noon will come in the place of fa. Agree?
Yeah.
And the haraka is getting copied over as well, right?
Yeah.
Then the fa was the ain kalima.
Yeah.
Yes. And then after that we had the alif.
Yeah.
And the lam was the
Lam.
kaf is the lam. So it will become kun. Yes. If you write it, it will become in fa kun. So at this point, but just by looking at the word, if alun is the name of the family, if alun is how we are going to make the words, so the root letters are always 3, but we are going to add additional letters. So if I give you noon, fa, and qaf, if you follow the pattern I gave it to you, is it hard to make the next word?
No, very easy.
Okay, look at another one. The meaning is to spend. Okay. Let's say if I give you noon, kaf, ra. Okay. So noon, alif will come in the place of alif. The additional letter will come as is. Then what is the fa letter here? Noon.
Noon.
Noon will go there with the jazm.
Yeah.
The ain kalima is kaf. So it will become kaf. Alif will come as alif. And what is the lam letter?
Re.
Yes. So it will have the matan. It will become
Inkarun.
run. What is the meaning?
Refuse.
God.
Okay. With a show of hands, tell me you are following this.
Yes, we are.
And is it hard or is it easy?
Easy, but needs.
Easy.
Easy.
Okay. So easy. What do we need to take from this? Okay. So first look at the if'alun. Let's go back, and now since you have the flavor of what I'm trying to teach you now let's talk about some theory. Okay. So who decides that this is going to be Baab Ifaal? That's again, the people of Arabic language is the one who came up with this language, because this is their language. We, as in people of other language, we're trying to learn their language. So can we question them that why you have Baab Ifaal?
No.
No. But do we need to understand Baab Ifaal? Yes. Because once I show you the Quran, Baab Ifaal is all over the place. You didn't know that this is Baab Ifaal, but now once I highlight it, inshallah, you will start to see that, oh, I need to know Baab Ifaal, because the Arabic people, they have so many words from the Baab Ifaal. Agree? So what they're doing, they're taking the Salasi Mujarrad, they're saying the 3 root letters will not change. But in order to make more words, we are going to add additional letters. Sometime we will add 1, sometime we will add 2, sometime we will add more than 2. In this one, how many additional letters you see?
2.
2, right? So that is the name, Mazeed Feeh, Salasi Mazeed Feeh. Salasi means 3, but there is Mazeed. Mazeed means there is more. Yes, in it there is more. So do we see?
Brother Abid, we add one word 2 times.
No, you don't say that you add one word 2 times. We added 2 words. It happens to be the same.
Yeah.
Yes. So don't confuse yourself, but just say there are 2 additional letters.
Yes.
It happens to be the same letter, but there are 2 additional letters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So first you need to identify in if'al, what are the actual root letters? The fa, the ain, and the lam. So at the position 2, we have the fa. At position 3, we have the ain. And at position 5, we have the lam.
Yeah.
The actual letter is 1 and number 4. Yes?
Yeah.
I will copy this pattern if I'm trying to learn this. I'm going to copy it without the letters. In the second step, I'm going to put it on a piece of paper without the letters. Then, if I give you the letters, all I have to do is place them in their location, the way I have my template.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Can anybody do that if they know the pattern and they know where to put what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So nafaka, or if this was Madi from Thulathi Mujarrad, that would have been nafaka. Yes? Okay. Now you would ask me, how do we know the meaning of this? So because nafaka had a different meaning. Infakun is meaning to spend. So we are relying on, again, on the Arab people to tell us the meaning. We cannot guess the meaning, even if the letters are the same, but depending on which pattern they're coming, they may have a similar meaning or similar looking meaning, or a altogether a new meaning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for example, if I say I am dying, right? So is that giving you a different meaning, that I'm dying myself, right?
Yeah.
But if I say I am killing, is it I'm dying or I'm killing somebody else?
Killing.
So,
Killing.
it's a bad example. Excuse me for that, but I'm just trying to make a point here that how the meaning will change. It depends on the Baab and the people, and we have to rely on the dictionary. We are not going to guess. We are going to rely on the dictionary to find the meaning. And this is our learning, that when we read the Quran, our vocabulary needs to increase. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
let's.
have one question.
Yes.
These root letters, do we need to have a way to memorize that these root letters point to this Bob?
Okay, for that, Brother Mansoor, we had to rely on the dictionary. Yeah.
Okay.
Because obviously this same root letters, you might be able to see it from Bab Nasara, Bab Dareba, so, or Bab Ifalun. And I have given you that tool, and inshallah we will go over that tool after the break, and I'll show you exactly how to, like how you make it easy, because I find it hard to look at the dictionary, but alhamdulillah, the tool I have, this will really make it easy for you. Yeah. So we have 10 more minutes before we take the break. So let's take a few more examples. So if I give you the root letters, Qaf, Lam, and Ba. So first thing is Qaf is my Fa letter,
Yeah.
and Lam is my Ain letter,
Later.
and the Ba is the Lam letter. Correct?
Yeah.
If I put it in this pattern, it will become Ik, La, Bun. Yes? And the word is Iklabun. Have you seen this word Iklabun before in your life? How many people know Tajweed? Do we have Iklab in Tajweed? And the meaning is to swap. Okay. Have you seen the word infaq earlier in the Quran or in your life? What about inkar?
Yes.
Have you
Yes.
seen inkar? Okay, good. Now let's take a look at another word. Ain or Hamza, Ra, and Ba. Okay. So this will become Arabun. Arabun mean to make something Arabic, like when you put the Arab on the word. Okay. Let's take a look in this one. What is our pattern? We need to put the positions, and then we circle the root letter, which is the Fa, Ain, and Lam.
Lam.
So now everything is crystal clear. Then we copy over without the letters.
Letters.
Okay. We just follow our pattern. Then I give you the root letters Kha, Ra, Ja. Okay. Let me take one person at a time. We only have 4 examples, and then that will lead us into the break, and then we will come back and look at more examples. So let's say, Sister Aisha, I'm going to start with you, inshallah, today. So can you put this into this pattern?
Ji. First letter will be Alif Zer. Then
Yeah.
Kha will replace the Fa.
Very good.
Then Fa, Ain will replace the Ra.
Ra.
And then Alif,
Alif.
Sakin.
Yes.
And then Jim will be the Tanween.
So it will become
Ikhrajun.
meaning to take out.
Take out, yeah.
Inshallah. Okay. Let's see. I can't see the names. Okay. Brother Wasim. Seen, Lam, Mim.
Islamun.
MashaAllah. Islamun. Now, how many times you see this word Islam?
Every day.
Every day. And then now we know that Islamun is from Baab If'al. Yeah? Okay. Who else? Sister Lubna. Saad, Lam, Ha.
Sod, Lam, Ha, Salaha.
No,
So,
you have to put it in this.
yeah,
Alif.
Alif, and then Sod, and then Lam,
Lam,
then Alif,
Alif,
and Ha,
Ha. Okay.
Islahun,
Islahun. Mashallah.
Islahun.
2, correct. Okay. All right. Another one. And that will be the last one before the break. Brother Javed. Noon, Ain, Mim.
In Amun.
In Amun. Have we seen this word in our daily language? Inam?
Yeah.
Okay. How many times we read Surah Fatiha? Do we have An'amta in there?
Yeah.
An'amta is from in Amun. Okay. So, inshallah, Inam mean to reward, to bless. Okay. Now look at this. Let's see how much time we have. We have a few more minutes. Now, let me give you the list of few words, and then you will be surprised that, mashallah, these are some of the words we use in our daily lives. They're all on the Baab Ifal. Ikramun, Ikhrajun. Have you seen the Ikhrajun before?
Yeah.
What else? Inkarun.
Ifhamun.
Inkarun, Ikrarun, Idghamun, Infakun, Insafun, Islamun, Irsalun, Ikramun, I'radun, Inzarun, yes, Ihsanun, Israfun, Islahun, In'am or In'amun, yes, Ifhamun. So, with this last slide, are we feeling excited that, mashallah, this is going to be interesting to know all this vocabulary moving forward and understanding the Babs? Let's
Yeah.
take a look at this chart. So what we have done, we have introduced Bab Ifal. Remember before Bab Ifal, I was showing you that there was a Fa'ala pattern, and I showed you a Gardan for that. Fa'ala, Fa'ala, Fa'alu. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Right? So when we have Bab Ifal, aren't we going to have a Fe'l Madi? And aren't we going to have a Fe'l Mudari out of that Bab? Okay.
Yes.
So I need
Yes.
some responses. So the way we had, what we have learned in the past class, the pattern or the Girdan will stay the same. It just will be replaced by the new pattern. Okay. So for example, when we had the Fa'ala, we had Fa'ala, Fa'ala, Fa'alu. Now, our Madi for Bab Ifal is Af'ala. How do we make the Madi of Bab Ifal? Okay. So what we are going to do, we take Ifalun, we will remove the extra words. For example, we will remove the alif. If we remove the alif, what we have now? If'ala, If'alun, yes? If we remove the haraka, then we get this blank, right? Now, if we go and put the Mazi rules on this, this will become Af'ala, okay? Is that making sense? What this means, Af'ala?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say, let me take you out first from here. Okay, so let's go here so that you understand what I'm talking about. How many people have read Surah Al-Baqarah before, right? But now
Yes.
let's take a look at this word yukimuna. Yeah. When you take yukimuna, what do you see on the screen? Do you see the root letters qaf, waw, mim?
Yes.
Yes. And do you see in the bracket called Baab If'alun?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So didn't we just say earlier that the root letters will stay the 3, but we will be adding extra letters? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if you put qaf, waw, mim in the pattern of if'al, it will become
Okay.
akama, right? If you put kaf, waw, mam, it will become akama, right? Because, or it will become ikama. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Or akama. Why the akama? So, anyways, point is, after that, when you have a bab, don't you need to know the madi of that?
Yes.
Yes. Don't you need to know the mudare of that?
Yeah.
Yes. Do we also need to know how to make a command out of that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do we also need to know the name of the file, like who is the doer? What is the name of the doer?
Yes.
Yes. And do we also need to know the
Of course.
name of the object?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Now, this is not the first time you saw that, right? Because this is what we have been doing from all along, right?
Yeah.
So if you have the same root letters, qaf, waw, mim, then it's also, and Brother Mansoor, this is the tool I was talking about. This is the easy QuranicArabic.com. And how you get to it, you go to this website and the word or the verb you're looking for, you basically click on that. Yeah. For example, if I take you to Surah Fatiha has this word an'amta. Yeah. If you click on this, the root letters are Noon, Ain, and Mim. What is the pattern? If'alun.
Alone.
So what is if you put the Noon, Ain, and Mim into If'alun, it will become In'amun. Yes? Did we look at In'amun earlier?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, this is sort of a dictionary, okay? So you can see the same root letters can come on the pattern of If'al or Bab Fataha or Bab Samia. Is everybody understanding what I'm trying to say here?
Brother Abid, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please, Brother Faiz.
So if you move up the screen, when you were showing in Ama, and you know how the pattern is, why is it not in Amun? Like in our pattern, there is always like
Yes.
two spaces.
Because this is the name of the masdar. It's a masdar.
Okay, so Brother Faiz, what you are looking for is right here in Amun. You see that in Amun?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so when you put Noon, Ain, and Mim in the pattern of If'al, the name will become like In'am. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, and this Aslama Yuslimu is sort of a pattern or example. They take it just for memorizing it, right? Not the Aslama Yuslimu doesn't have any meaning here. The thing is, when you think of If'al, remember when we think about Bab Nasara, we say Nasara Yansuru?
Yeah.
Okay. So for Bab If'al, the pet or the default pattern they use, Aslama Yuslimu to make a point, right? Yeah.
I see. Okay.
So the moment you see the word Noon, Ain, and Mim, you know that when you would put it in the If'al pattern, it will become in Amun.
Yeah.
Everybody agrees on that? Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you is this, that after you know the Bab and after you know the root letters, what else are you supposed to do? You're supposed to know that how this Bab will have the Madi and we will have the Mudare. Remember when we had the Nasara family, we knew that the Madi will be Nasara, the Mudare will be Yansuru. Agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I have Bab Ifalun, don't I want to know that how will my Madi will look like and how my Mudare will look like? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the point I'm trying to show you that in my presentation, I was saying the Madi pattern for Baab If'al is Af'ala. Is that easier if you just want to know? That what I'm saying, if you want to take Baab If'al and you want to give me the pattern for Madi, it will be Af'ala. Agree?
Yeah.
And the pattern for Madi will be Yufi. Okay? If this is easy, and Masdar will be If'alan or If'alun. Making sense?
Yes. Now it
Okay.
makes sense. Okay.
Now it
Thank
makes
you.
sense. If everybody on the same page as me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, if you remember this, when we did this for Fa'ala, I showed you this chart. Did I show you this chart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this chart was for the Salasi Mujarrad. We're only dealing with 3 letters. So we had the Fa'ala, Fa'ala, Fa'alu, Fa'alat, Fa'alata, Fa'alna, Fa'alta, Fa'altuma, Fa'altum, Fa'alti, Fa'altuma, and Fa'altunna, Fa'altu, Fa'alna. Agree?
Yeah.
Right? Now, if this is the Fa'ala pattern, don't you think for the Madi we will also have the 14 variations for Afala?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So that is the part I'm trying to show you, that over here, if you look at this Afala, because the Madi is what?
Right.
Madi is Afala, right?
Okay.
So the Girdan will become Afala, Afala, Afalu. Is that making sense now? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, how many people don't understand what I'm trying to do? Because this is again a review of what we have learned already. How many variations you had for Fi'l Madi for Fa'ala?
14.
14.
If and there was Bab Nasara or Bab Fataha, we all had this Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru. Agree? Nasarat, Nasarana, and Nasarna. Yes, something like that, right? So if the Bab Siga number 1 for Bab Ifal Madi is Af'ala, can you not make the 14 variations from there?
Yes.
Okay, so just read it with me. Af'ala Siga number. Okay, Af'ala Siga number 2 with Huma, right? Af'alu. Now, what is the difference between Fa'alu and Af'alu? Isn't it supposed to be an additional letter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Over there, we had the Fa'alat. Over here, I have Af'alat. Yes. The Girdan did not change. I'm just putting the new pattern into the Bab Ifal. Af'alata, Af'alna. Af'alta, Af'altuma, Af'altum. Af'alti, Af'altuma, Af'altunna. Okay. Now, if I do this for this word, let's say, where did he go? Okay, I think I have to show you this. Okay. Infaqun, we looked at this word earlier, right? So it will become anfaka. Agree? The Madi will be anfaka? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So can I not do this? Oh, come on. Okay. Can I not do this? Anfaka, anfaka, anfaku. Anfakat, anfakata, anfukna. Anfakna. Anfakta, anfaktuma, anfaktum. Anfakti, where did he go? Can you guys see the whole screen or is it cutting off?
Yeah. No, cutting off.
Anfaktuma, anfaktunna. Anfaktu, anfakna. Got it?
Yes.
So, question.
Yes.
So, looking at the screen, it seems like we're only adding alif in front of it.
Yes. So let's go back. Okay. Look at this slide. Now, for a minute, think about Baab Nasara. When we had the Baab Nasara, did we had the Baab? Did we had the Madi? Did we had Madi of Baab Nasara?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it? Nasara. Yes.
Yes.
Did we had Yansuru for Mudare?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then from Nasara, Madi, how many variations you have in Madi? How many pronouns we have?
14.
14.
14.
So did we had Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarat, Nasarana, Nasarna, something like
Yeah.
that?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys got that there is a Baab, Ifal, and we learn how to make the words out of it. Yes. But don't we now need to know on the pattern of Baab, Ifal, what will be the Madi pattern will look like? Yeah. If the Madi pattern for Baab, Ifal look like Af'ala, can you make 14 variations from there?
Yes.
Yes. And those are the 14 variations I'm showing you. And of the point I'm trying to make, that whatever those 14 variations you learned for Fa'ala, they're identical. You just have to put Af'ala pattern and continue with the 14 variations.
So technically it makes sense now. So we have to use just of in all the 14 variations, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, now
So
it makes sense.
makes sense, right? Everybody understanding what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, only one or two people say yes, then I have no idea. The rest of the people have to speak up or show me somehow that they understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah?
So we will have the original 14, and then with adding the up to it, you will have another 14.
No. So what I'm saying is any Baab is given to you, right?
Right. Yeah.
Once you know that what are the additional letters,
Hmm.
then you need to know the Madi pattern for that Baab and the Mudare pattern for that Baab. Yes? And from that Madi and Mudare pattern, what you have learned in the past, you will always be able to make 14 variations for Madi and 14 variations for the Mudare.
Okay. Yes. Now
Right?
I understand.
And
Yes.
from there, you will be able to make the Amr. Yes? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Since it's the first class, if it's not coming to you right away, that's okay. Let me show you some examples from the Quran.
This is Madi, right?
Say that again.
This is Madi.
This was Madi. Afala was the Madi, and Yufilu was the Mudare pattern. Okay. So let's just focus on some examples right now. We'll worry about the Kirdan later. Okay. So when I'm looking at Suratul Baqarah, okay. Now, how many times we have read this? Many times. So let's say you're looking for the word Yukimuna. Yes. Does this Ya alamat mudare?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And the Una sound is the sound of the Jama?
Yes.
Okay. So now just appreciate the Baab Ifal and don't worry about anything else. Okay. So when I click on this tool, what I see here, I see the word, the letters Qaf, Waw, Mim. Agree?
Yeah.
If you put these letters in Baab Ifal, you will get Ikamun. Yes?
Sorry, Brother, but I have a question here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Qaf Waw Mim, but Yuqimuna is Qaf, it should be Qaf Ya Mim as a main three letters for that, isn't
Okay.
it?
Okay. So
Probably
I see.
for some reason the Ya changed to Waw.
Yeah.
That's the week that you taught us, correct?
Yes, these are the weak letters. So I see what you're saying. Okay, let me give you different examples so that you don't have to worry about that. Let's see this one. Noon, Fa, Qaf. We know this one. There is no weak letters here, right?
Yes.
So Yunfikuna is okay?
Yes.
Okay. So this pattern on the Baab Ifal will be Infakun. Yes? Everybody agree on that this word Noon, Fa, Qaf will become Infakun. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So Is the Madi pattern anfaqa?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the Mudare pattern yunfiku?
Yeah.
Okay. Can from the anfaqa pattern, can you make the 14 variations?
Yeah.
From the yunfiku pattern, can you make the 14 variations?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And since we have not practiced as usual, you're having a hard time imagining it or visualizing it. Yeah. But if you knew how to make that fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, do you think you would have hard time making anfaqa, anfaqa, anfaku?
No.
No.
No, but you need to go practice. So inshallah, we'll do that. So if I take you back to my presentation, and let's say we look at some of these words. And today I'm just going to probably look at the examples and we'll come back to this in more detail next time. Okay. So just to appreciate it, let's say, remember this word nazala?
Yes.
And nazala is from Baab Dariba. Yeah. And it will become, the Madi will be nazala and Mudare will be yanzilu. Are you with me on this so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So the top example is for Salasi Mujarrad. Do you see any extra letters in the other than the root letters?
Yanzilu.
No, nazala. Do you see any additional letters other than the 3 root letters?
No.
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 No. So we are talking about Salasi Mujarrad, the 6 families we started learning in the previous class. Agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So from the previous class, if the root letters are given, this is example of Baab Daraba. Agree? Now, if
Yes.
I give you the same example on Baab Ifaal, it will become Anzala.
Anzala.
Is that making sense?
Yes.
The Madi will be Anzala, Mudare will be Yun.
Yunzilu.
Yeah. And what is the difference? Be revealed, to reveal. Yes. Now in the Quran, when you see the word Anzala, what is it normally referring to? The revelation, right? The Quran said we send down the Quran. Yes. Okay. Let's keep looking. Kharaja, Bab Nasara, right? Kharaja yakhruju. Get out. Right? Kharaja, he exited or he get out. Right? Is this any additional root letters in there?
Kharaja.
No. Look at this one. Bab Ifal will become akhraja and yukhriju. Take out. Is there a difference between get out and take out?
Yeah.
Yes. Get out, you yourself is leaving. Take out, you're taking somebody else. Making sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So just keep on looking. So far, I think you start to see the difference. Now I'm giving you the top example is from the 6 families, Salasi Mujarrad. And then I'm giving you the same root letters in the Thulathi Mazeed Feeh family. Agree?
Brother Abed, one
Yes.
question, please.
Yes, Sister Homa.
Yes. So for Bob, if all we learned, as you explained, that we'll add one aleph at the beginning and one aleph after ein, letter ein.
Yeah.
So in this case, it will make it inzalen.
No. That
No?
will, yeah, Inzalun will be the name of the masdar. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Do you want to talk about masdar for a second?
Oh, okay.
You see? Okay. Are we good or should I go back?
No, that's fine. So master is inzalen, but this is
Yes.
the gardan.
There is no problem there. The masdar is Inzalun. But we are talking about, now we're talking about how to make the Madi and the Mudare of this. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's take a look at this one. Dakhala is from Bab Nasara. Yeah. When I give you this noon, that means in the dictionary, Dakhala will be under the family of Bab Nasara. Is everybody okay on that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then Madi will become Dakhala and Mudare will become Yadkhulu. Okay. Now that means to enter. Now you put this on the Bab Ifal. It will become Adkhala Yudkhilu. Are you guys able to see the pattern now? Adkhala on the Bab Ifal, the Madi will be Adkhala and mudari will be yudkhilu. Yeah, I'm only giving you the siga number 1 for madi and siga number 1 for mudari. Okay. Dakhala will for your own self, adkhala for something else. Yeah. Okay. For example, this example, anzala yunzilu inzalan. Yeah. To reveal. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. So this anzalna, if we look at this anzalna, where are we going to go? We go to our tool and we look at, which surah we're going to look at?
Qadr.
Surah Qadr, right? Surah Qadr in the end. Where did he go? Suratul Qadr. Yeah. What word are we looking for? Anzalna. What are the root letters? Noon, Zal, and Zai, and Lam. So on the pattern of If'al, it will become Inzalun. Yes?
Yeah.
Everybody else? Inzalun
Yes.
is the word? Okay.
Masdar.
And Madi will be Anzala, and Mudare will be
Yunzil.
Yes? So what is this meaning of Anzalnahu?
Revealed.
Anzalnahu,
हमने नाज़िल किया इससे.
we revealed it. This who, Brother Mansoor,
And you.
is the attached pronoun. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over here, the status of this who is nasab. And if you see anzalna, anzalna mean we revealed it. Yes? Who's the file? We.
We.
We will be nahnu. Nahnu is detached pronoun. Detached pronouns are rafa. Rafa is the file. So anzalnahu, we revealed it. Yes?
Yeah.
So next time when you see this noon, zal, and lam, you will either have it from the dictionary will tell you that what is the pattern. If it's if'alun, then the madi will be anzala, mudari will be yunzilu. If it's from Baab daraba, then it will be nazala yanzilu. Making sense?
Yes.
It will also be Baab. It could be Baab taf'ilun. So that is what I was saying, that we don't decide as a student. The people of Arabic grammar is the one decide how these words are going to be formed and what meaning they will have. Okay, once we know that, we need to consult the dictionary to understand that. Now, if you have a dictionary, you can go ahead and find it out yourself. But just to save you time and just to make it easy for you, I am telling you to go to this easyquranicarabic.com, because when you go there, first of all, you have the privilege to go directly into the Quran. Yes. And when you click on it, it will tell you what some information you're looking for. You're looking for the root letters, it tells you. You're looking for the pattern, it's telling you. Then it is telling you the Madi pattern. Okay, then it's telling you the Mudare pattern. Now, if I click on this.
Abid bhai, one question.
Yes, Ji.
Anzalnahu, actual literal meaning will be I revealed it, isn't it? But because it's related to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we say we revealed it.
Yes, but the thing is, even with grammatically, the na is for we.
And
Okay, that okay, that one. Oh yeah, okay, nice
Right?
for we. That's
Na is we.
sorry.
That's why we
Yeah.
say we. revealed.
Anzalna, yeah.
Yeah.
And Brother Abid, the who is for the book, for the Quran?
The Quran,
Yes.
yeah.